Chat is disabled for this live stream. Oh, we're doing better already.
Fantastic. Okay, there is a stream running.
Amazing.
Refresh your page. Hang on.
Oh yeah, it put me onto a previous video. Amazing.
Okay, hang on. We're on. I think we're on. No, stream finished. What? Oh no, hang on. Yes, we're on. I think we're on. I think we're actually here. Right, let's start this again. Hang on.
I mean, I've been here the whole time.
You've been here the whole time. Oh, hi, Mardo. Right.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is High Talks. Featuring guest musical performers, Metallica frontman, oh my, it's Stars and Garters. Also featuring, hey buddy, you're a tiered high. Look out, it's Automaton 2000. And now, from Spreadsheet City, here's your host, Captain Idol.
Okay, take two. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 6-month anniversary where nothing ever goes wrong. We never have technical problems. And it is the #1 premium exclusive show on the internet talking about Star Trek timelines. I am joined, as always, yet again, a fabulous array of hosts. There is Automaton 2000, there is Stars and Garters, and we have joining us once again for a very special show, Mr. Big McLarge. Huge gentleman, welcome back 6 months later. How do you feel?
Like a well-oiled machine.
A well-oiled machine. Nothing ever goes wrong here. There are no technical problems, except when there are.
I'm experiencing nipple.
Feeling I've done this before. I have to say, if I had to like spitball a card for you, your engineering proficiency would be grab Nedlog as.
Yeah, so if this doesn't get uploaded and you guys missed it, we thought we were live.
We did.
Idol gives this whole introductory spiel. And about 3 minutes later, go, guys, I don't think we're live. So he goes, hold on, I can fix this. He leans down underneath his desk. He turns the little crank, and then all of a sudden we're live.
So I'll tell you what happened. Well, what I think happened is because I was, my dad, unfortunately, is now suffering from the COVID. He's fine. He is resting at home, but he says, can you give me loads of things to watch? So I put a load of stuff on a little Synology box, and he was uploading them to his house in Manchester, so I think I just had to go, nope, not right now. So, yes, welcome. It has been 6 long months. Well, okay, it's been 6 fantastic months that we've been doing this from. We thought we'd celebrate a little bit later after the show. We've got a little bit of a presentation for you guys to watch, a sort of recap of the last 6 months of our show, the best bits. So stay tuned for that. And as always, I am very humbled from everyone in the community that has come to watch the show with us to you guys joining me in the first place. I am very happy that we've found a common bond in talking about some of these terrible cards. But not this week. This week we are going to be talking about good cards. Well, some of them anyway. We will be talking about Carlos Data. We will have a chat about Maquis Takeover Paris, the LTOs, the Tuesday pack. But first off, let's talk about what's going to happen next week. Next week is a very special show. We're having Prime Lines Talks, where I'm getting rid of these guys. I think after 6 months, it's time for a change. It's time to turn it around, and I will be joined by some former guests we've had on the show before. We'll be having, hopefully, 7 of 1 who came on. Big will remember the show we did there, where it was basically us drinking and talking rap for a while. We will have Skycap, who came on and did a load of merit pulls before, and Stellar Ice will be rejoining us, and we'll be having a bit of a girls' night in, and I think it'll be quite fun. So that'll be happening next week. Otto, do you want to have a chat about a video we've got now? We've actually got independent videos on our YouTube channel as well as the stream stuff.
No.
Okay, so.
Sandbags up,
And you can see why I'm replacing you. On our channel, we
Okay,
have.
can I say though? Can I say I'm really glad that Prime Line's talks caught on, but I am shocked, I am dismayed, I am disappointed that my other suggestion of Picard has not been as heartily emboldened. How is it any worse?
Hey, listen, wait till
Gentlemen,
March
I
and
ask
find
you.
out.
Oh, dude. I'd love Picard.
Picard.
You know, we're supposed to
Regards.
keep this a very tight show because we have time constraints.
That ain't
this
gonna
week,
happen.
and this is what happens. That's
Yeah, that
okay.
was
I
never
started
gonna
it.
happen.
Yeah, so we did another shockingly short. We kept it within, I think, 15 minutes. Citation advice video, and that's up on the YouTube channel, which you should be viewing at it right now if you're watching live. And so we did a site advice show, about 2 months ago. So if you guys are stuck in a quandary on who to cite, especially if we get another honor sale and you have a big influx of citations, you guys can hit us up, send us your information, ASL 16 female California, and we will do a video tailored specifically to your needs and desires. Yes, we have one up there right now for handcrafted for Captain Woods, and I think we have one or two more in the hopper. So
we have some more of those coming out.
I can speak because I was I think the first person in line for the citation advice at the very beginning, and it actually helped focus because I had a lot of crew that I could cite and really had a lot of analysis paralysis, and it really helped focus me to have extra sets of eyes looking at everything. So I'm not just a host, I'm also a client.
You're also a robot.
Yes, I think Big's sort of phasing in and out here. So yes, that'll be
Oh,
available.
It's still happening, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because it
that's
adds to
awful.
the first time caller, long time listener. That's kind of vibe that had.
Perfect.
please turn off your radio in the background when you call into the show. Thank you.
Yeah, so we've got those on the main YouTube channel. We'll have many more coming up. So if anyone's got any site advice, please have a chat with us on Discord or send through to the email timelinestalks@gmail.com, which I promise we check every day. No, we don't, but we will. This week previous week we had a Galaxy event, the favorite event for a lot of people, but not for me. Congratulations to the winner of that event. Congratulations to Carpe Diem 7 from the... I've got to get this right. Is it J fleet? I don't know how you pronounce that. But
Space Junkies.
The Space Junkies. So congratulations for them for winning the event last week. And I believe there were a couple of notable runner-ups.
Well, yeah, of course. SSR Barkley's way up there again. He came in second in this event, and I think he won the last Galaxy.
He did.
So hopefully he's taking a power nap right now instead of listening to our technical issues. And then also in the top 50, Darth Kramer from the Assimilated Federation fleet. Stars and I have known him for almost 2 years now. We used to be in his fleet. So congratulations to those two fellas as well.
Well done. Well done to the insanity of everyone wanting to tap that much to get into a Galaxy. I think I say that about every event. It's always hard work. Okay.
Let's be real, there's no event type that doesn't involve tapping, so...
I mean, it's a lot, isn't it? You know, you've that much competition.
Well, I mean, with factions, you're tapping your wallet, I guess.
Someone is. I think we know who.
Well, now, hold on. Former number 2 event winner, DC Pilot, would say, you got to spend a little to make a little. And he was deal positive at the end of his event. So
I think it
a
actually
big brand
said you've got to fuse them to use them.
Fuse them to use
I
them.
don't
too.
like the sound of deal positive. Deal positive sound bad. I'll say that again.
All right, I was in a
Never say that
pickle.
again.
I was in a pickle. I had to think of a good. Never mind.
We're on the ball this week. Okay, so
Something
it was
okay.
it was a strange event because it was quite competitive in the upper echelons. I think for those who went for it sort of like between 1 and 25 were some of the higher scoring we've seen in that event. But I think it tapered off quite quickly because I did my usual, okay, I'll play Thursday and Friday, cash in my SRs on the Saturday, and then I'll leave it. And I ended up in rank 200s. I was like, what? So it was a lot higher than I was expecting. But I think, for people that noticed, it was quite to get those higher ranks, it was quite hard work.
I guess everyone just really loves some Martha Hackett.
I do. I love Martha Hackett. I love Seska. I wish we had more of her. I was quite happy to get her.
See, it was
Okay.
a begrudging participation on my part because I really don't like Seska as a character, which
Oh, really?
is a tribute to
point.
her ability to sell
Mm.
that, very Kai Wynn-esque. But I knew how good the card was, so I put in
Almost
some token participation so I could end up with at least one.
Joffrey Baratheon
copy.
kind of. You love them so much you hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it the same with Loxana, who I know you don't like, or is that you just don't like her?
Plain don't like her. If I can get away with not having a Loxana of note on my crew, I will be just fine with that.
You need to let some joy into your life. That's what I think.
When do we get Mudbath Wolf, but instead it's just Big's face just plastered over it?
Oh, cripes.
Big.
Just sit here.
And every time I see that, all I can think of his beard is touching the top of the mud, and it gets dirty. I'm like, oh, go clean that.
No, he just
It's
sort
a
of.
mud bath!
Yeah.
What do you expect?
I don't know. I just don't want
Well,
my.
it's a mud bath. If I get my beard dirty, it's all off then.
He sort of walks back to his quarter. Oh, it's in my hair. It's like, you've got to admit though, what conditioner does Worf use? Because there is some product in his hair, because that is every time he turns up for shift, that is immaculate.
I think I remember, like, it's like in season 5, 6, or 7, whatever. Michael Dorn went up to
5,
the
6, or
producers and
7.
was like, it's one of those points. Like, someone will correct me. He went up to the producers and was like, "Can I please have a different hairstyle?" Because like it's that comb forward, like almost a Rolaren style hair, and it's like it's fine. But he was like, "I look like I belong in like an '80s music video, or like in a church."
No, I remember
congregation."
at some. Yeah, he was talking about it was like a booth font. It's like, can I get the Donna Reed this time?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So when they
12
switched
grand.
over to the ponytail, it felt more appropriate and like less like, "Wolf, how long do you spend on the show?" 3 hours.
My routine begins at 6 a.m. when I wake up. Moisturize. Condition.
What?
He does have really nice skin, to be fair. 100 strokes at night, and that's not including the...
Okay, we have 5 minutes allotted for the rest of the show. So
Okay.
Let's,
On that
Oh
note,
yeah, we'll stick close to
let's
that.
go to ludicrous speed, shall we?
let's go at 3x speed. Let's talk about this week's holy moly event piece, Carlos Data, and one of the best arts I've seen in this game for a long time, from The Big Goodbye, well, at least a Big Goodbye adjacent card. Carlos Data, Psi Med Eng, Voyager rank number 21. And I want to ask you guys, when was the last time we had a skirmish event, or pretty much any event that wasn't a Tuesday pack, or any card that wasn't a Tuesday pack that ranked this high? Because that is a stunning card, despite the fact it's a Data with medical. Holy moly.
Hey man, he held that light so steadily. It was a steady surgeon's hand.
The light of my soul.
Yeah. Also, you say he's a Big Goodbye adjacent. The episode is called The Big Goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
from
remember if it was that one or
Really
not.
Well, then he's adjacent, isn't he?
He's very adjacent. As adjacent as you can get by being in it. But anyway, when was the last time we had a card in an event that was this good?
I mean, there were the cards like Niners Esri and Determined Paris that were in those ranks. But who am I leaving out? Since then?
Dr. Van Gogh, I believe, was he a skirmish?
He was a
Yeah,
skirmish,
he was a
yes.
skirmish award.
Yeah, I was just talking about rewards. in
He's
general.
an Engimed crew in there for some
Yes,
reason.
for skirmish specifically, you know, this is huge, because bearing in mind skirmishes are quite competitive at the best of times for the amount of tapping, for the amount of people that just go in it for the rewards, and now we've got, holy moly, a good card at the top of it. You know, he's Psi Med Engineering number 1. He's the top of his triplet.
Well, so yeah, MedEng often grabs the headlines, but they've really fleshed that skill set out this year. We've had, by my count, he'll be the 7th crew with some kind of Edgemed. Medic Jett Reno, of course, was the headliner. She was in the 6-pack and then a giveaway. Nanoprobe Phlox is available right now in the Honor Hall. Dr. Van Gogh was a previous skirmish award. So if you like this event type, You probably already have at least one Eng-Med crew this year. Prisoner Kim, huge voyage score. He was in a 6-pack. And then a couple purple crew, including Flustered Reno in the pack this week. So they have done a good job filling it out. And that's not to say that it's suddenly a bad skill set to collect. It's certainly not. But he's well-rounded. His events have tapered off, but he's still going to get his. He's not going anywhere. And then, like you said, the good voyage score. Tops for data psi and the only data med, so he should find some new sheets on events going forward as well.
You can't see it, but like the back of the hairs on my neck, they're tingling because it's that one variant with the unique skill. It's the feel-good feeling. And not to mention, like, the art on him is excellent. Like, I do adore that, how well they've captured. Like, I don't remember if you ever did something quite so carefree as lasing like that, but I still think it captures that episode pretty well.
Yeah, if you're only looking at him on your phone or whatever, that's not doing it justice. So, actually, when I did, he's up right now on datacore.app. If you go there, you can look at the full-size picture. It is really good. The pinstripe suit is sharp, the tie hilarious, as Patrick Stewart would say, and even the shading is subtle enough that it fits right in with the pinstripe in the suit. So I think they did a really good job. Wingtips, I mean, the whole 9 yards.
We've talked about some of
We're
the.
going to come in tomorrow. We're going to come in next week, and you're just going to have a poster, like, full size of it. Jackie Macaron.
Are we assuming that they are going to expand the Big Goodbye collection?
Well, this is why everyone's
accommodate
wondering.
him?
They haven't said, have they?
They better.
They should. I think there should be another tier in there at least, and if they haven't considered it, guys.
Well, he's Big Goodbye adjacent, so
That's true. Yeah.
maybe they can open
From
up
the episode.
a collection annex where you get half rewards for finishing him.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those
We
things
could
I'm never
still
gonna live
get,
down.
I think, like, Robert O'Reilly, who might know better as Garon, I think he plays like a random thug in that episode. I'd love to get him.
Yeah.
And we can get famous for being shot 4-star Whalen, the ship's historian.
20th century historian.
Yeah.
The fact that the
Which
the
we're all
Enterprise G
now.
has like enough crew that you can specify a 20th century. It's like, oh, do you specialize in the 21st? No, 20th. Oh, well, you're useless to me.
All of us in this stream are 20th century historians now. We're 20 years into the 21st century.
Whoa. That
Actually,
doesn't
we're
feel good.
probably all 23rd century historians too at this point.
And the rest.
So
this,
yeah, he's good.
Yes.
Get him if you can. This should be a pretty high scoring event, but I think he should be worth it.
This is going to be a
Yeah,
hot
we were
one.
going to call this stream Filed Under Skirmish Bloodbath because I can't think of many crew that will make people go insane quite like a Data, especially from probably one of the better episodes in Season 1, so he's relatively iconic.
What was the last event data we had?
Wouldn't have been HMS Pinafore, would it?
That's got to be in there, I think.
Holy moly.
That might be it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Don't ask us questions that we haven't prepared for. You know that. Data Q. I think Data Q might have been
yeah,
the last
okay.
one.
Yeah, I was thinking of 5-star variants, but like here's the thing: like, you have access to the notes. You know what we know. Don't throw us curveballs like that. It's scary.
You are my guy's source
We all
of
just got-
infinite knowledge.
Yeah, we saw what happened when you go, Otto, you want to plug this video?
But I mean, looking at it from a total perspective, I mean, most of the data that exist now are really getting up there in age, and their numbers are showing it.
Yeah.
And Scrooge data came out in the campaign last December, and was kind of set a new benchmark for what a good data could be, although it's kind of against type compared to his other variants. So this is a good data, a very good data. So he is very much worth having, especially if you're a data fan, but it's just good to have in general.
If I could sneak in a 5-second straw poll in the traditional sense, yes or no, would you guys like to see another original crew 4-star or 5-star in the campaign?
Yes,
I'll be right with that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that if they do like a campaign and they put in EV Suit Worf, and then I can have 4 copies that I can immortalize one by one by one by one.
Okay, let it go. He's going to end up getting Kivas Fajud, and it's going to be a bad purple, so be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Right next to Pants Wharf.
If the art is
He's gonna be
as
like a
fun as
1-star
Sam's
at this
work,
rate. Like, we're gonna be like a few shows down the line. I'm still gonna be pumping this one. You're gonna be like, he's gonna be a 1-star, and I'm like, don't do this to me.
No, 1-stars. Where have they gone? Okay. Let's move on to the 4-star rank note threshold reward for this week. Maquis Takeover Paris, the brother of Maquis Takeover Sesko, the super rare engineering security command crew, which you will get 3 of 4 of this week. Now, guys, please illuminate our audience on, because I've not really looked much at his stats, please illuminate us on his merits, if he should have some.
It's pretty thin. His voyage power is actually quite low. And there's no collections. There's not much. I mean, he does have damage, but it's a late initialization, and you need the position trigger up. So that might be kind of hard to work in if you have other options. So you're kind of looking at him for events, which to date he's had 10 faction events, which I think is tied for second. So he is a good event name, and he'll be the tops for Paris engineering outside of a fully fused Delta Flyer Paris. So that, and the addition of a couple traits that we like, Maquis undercover operative, who aren't too bloated that he may catch a one-off there. But this is really going to be your classic freeze and forget, I think.
Yeah, he's, and I mentioned that something about the art is a little bit off. Like, his face is a little bit too smooth. I think I saw some people in Discord comparing him to Chris Pratt, and I can't say I don't see the resemblance. Like, especially for Jurassic World Chris Pratt, it's like, he was going to start taming some velociraptors. That's what Tesla really set on the crew.
He's
Someone
like
needs
that.
to Photoshop a couple of flares into his hands or something. It's like, hey.
Having watched it recently,
The Borg do move in herds. They do move in herds.
Having seen that episode recently, I think this is where they get to the end of the program where no more has been written, and it turns off, and he's arguing with the holodeck computer. He says, "Turn it back on, where you left off." So I think that's where that's from, which is why he's talking to the heavens.
Realistically, he's just looking up at us, like, waiting for judgment. How bad am I going to be? What tier?
That's a good question. What
Paris
tier?
argues with Cloud.
Honestly, with these stat ranks, he could be old Paris argues with Cloud. He could be.
But however, we do see a lot of Paris variant events. He's been all over this year. He's propped up so many times over the last, since the entirety of timelines. Essentially, there is always going to be a Paris variant. I mean, this week we'll talk about it in a minute, but we've got Combat Medic Paris as the 4-star ranked reward. At some point, you will know within the next few months there will be a Paris variant worth unfreezing for a shuttle event, though. That's the question. Because that's what it boils down to. When you collect these super rares and instantly freeze them, you're going to go, right, there will be a shuttle event in the future at some point.
Yeah,
he does have better event chances than Braxton, so, I've vagrant Braxton specifically.
Yes, I was going to say.
Well, this is actually, Paris was featured in the very first event in the game, the holodeck one where we got Captain Proton Paris from. And then I think they replayed it not that long later in 2016. But yeah, the rank reward is going to be, I can't even remember his name. Combat Medic Paris. Thank you. And this is his 5th feature. Captain Proton has had 4 features. So if that's anything to go by, maybe Maquis Takeover will get a few features down the line as well. So he really is an event magnet.
Yeah, because I remember Shan mentioned, it's going to be a 4-star like Paris and thing, and I was like, okay, well, who could it be? Because like Combat Medic doesn't make sense, and neither does Mutated Paris. Oh, well, probably Captain Proton because holodeck, and it's like it's Combat Medic. It's like, why?
Well, I mean, I think Combat Medic Paris is kind of known as the good Paris by reputation. I mean, he former tier 1 crew in the big book. So, if they're going to roll out a Paris for an event, I guess it's kind of in case of Paris event, break glass on Combat Medic.
Yeah, he's certainly not bad. That's all I got.
Struggling to find something about relevance to that in.
Okay.
Combat Medic Paris, not bad.
Right. He's not bad.
What's tier 1, I guess.
You know how they've started adding those descriptions again underneath the crew's
Oh,
name?
yes.
Like you click on their stats, it has a couple lines in italics. Just say combat medic pairs. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's all right.
Fair to Midland.
Still
Like
waiting
a
on that killing game
decent
fantasy. I really
stat.
want that.
Oh, yes. Okay. This week we have the return of the 2 goals for 1 packs that we previously saw with Mycelo Culber and Riker Odan. We have Seska is obviously featured in one of them. The other one is Usurper Lorca, who is an event feature this week but not available in the ranked or threshold of rewards. But you can get them from the pack, which is, I believe, a direction that, and this is me just,
Upatach.
I'm just assuming that they're sort of trying to address the what do I do with these old goals.
No honor.
I love honor. I demand
oh,
honor.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, you haven't got it queued up.
I demand honor. I'm getting a stream deck soon. I'll have that on hotkey soon. Usurper Lorca is available if you want to try your luck at a ton of 650s, but it's slightly better luck if you don't have them, or if you want to just get that 4th Paris and try for the best. However,
Admit to your war crimes. I've waited long enough.
Are you
tier
about
8.
to tell me don't wait for the translation? Answer me now.
Void rank
Do you wanna give
251.
some context for why you're staring so grumpily at me, my love?
This is backwards day. We're steering the boat and Idle's trying to give us
It's
the
fine.
stats of the crew.
It's fine.
Oh,
I'm just
come
gonna
on,
sit and
admit
drink
to
this.
the audi-
Who cares?
admit to the audience your incredible dishonor.
My incredible dishonor.
Well, it's
Oh,
No,
you're incredible. No,
no.
sorry. Yes, stars. It's stars.
no, no, it's definitely Idle's dishonor. Idle made him do it, and Idle's like, what? So, as viewers of the show may well know, I participated in the Honor Suicide Pact, in which people vote on a 5-star crew that, like, you want to get finished. That you would never finish on your own because they're bad.
demand honor.
And you want to play around them at 5 out of 5. And I was like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll commit to doing Lorca. Oh, well, yeah, I was about to say that's unfortunate phrasing, but it's not really. And then I saw this pack drop, and I was like, ooh, goody. Every star I pull on him is a 50k discount. So I think I've got 1 star on him. I might try for another one, but
Be careful now.
Thomas
You're
was
getting
very,
into
very
honor.
unhappy.
You're getting into honor debt territory. You're thinking, I'm saving myself money by pulling this. That's.
well, to be fair, the only reason I think about it in these terms is because I committed to a stupid game in which you win stupid prizes. So
Stupid. It's the path of honor. Are you kidding me?
No,
guess
hang
what?
on.
Honor is often very stupid.
I demand honor. Okay.
You'll get your pain stick and you'll like it.
Yes.
Painstick Wolf, where is he? So, guys, please
Dude,
tell our audience.
When do I get
wait,
a half-hour segment on what variants of Wolf we can
Please,
still put in the game? When
please
do I get that
tell our audience. Should you pony up 650 to try and get either Maquis, Takeover Seska, or Usurper
That's good.
Lorca, or 500 of Maquis Takeover Parises, which you're more likely to
Well,
get.
I think the nice thing about this pack design is if all you're wanting is the 1 copy of Paris that you're not going to get through the event rewards, really high likelihood that you're going to get him in 1 pack, 1 shot,
Yep.
1 kill, done. But as far as the golds go, I mean, Seska, very good. You guys covered that last week. Really great crew. But Lorca is just kind of eh. He'd
He's
be the
plus
zonk
1
of this
mirror,
pack.
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we stray too far away from the honor,
Oh, Christ. I just clicked away when you said, I love honor, I demand honor.
we got to keep you on your toes, man. Next week is going to be fun. Ladies, I hope you say honor randomly every 10 seconds. Before we stray too far away from that subject, an update from our friends on the forums who joined us last week with the Suicide Pact.
This just
We have
in.
Roro Racing, we selected Aviator Yar for him. And so she's up now to 3 stars with a engineering base still under 1,000. So not exactly powerhouse these days, but he says he has his next 3 suicide candidates lined up. So should we do this again? I'm sure he's going to join us. And then Commander Sinclair, who we voted Rain Robinson for, posted a little, not post-mortem, not pre-mortem, what's the word? During mortem. So you can follow along with.
As you're done.
Amazing.
No one hires me for the words and stuff. I'm just here for the shouting and the reactions and the voices. So if you'd like to follow along with Commander Sinclair's progress, you can do so on the forums and his 2-5 Rain Robinson.
What's going on?
Honor.
Oh, okay, right, there we go. Well, that's
I love honor.
That's enough of that. Okay, I think we've said enough. I think we've said nothing about Lorca and more about pre-mortems or whatever.
During mortems.
During mortem, which sounds weird.
That's because it is weird.
It is weird. It's okay.
And media mortem? I don't know.
Media res mortem. Okay. This week, the Tuesday pack that you may have seen into the portal, you have a chance of getting a new super rare crew. Flustered, Jett, Reno, if you do not remember, was from the episode of Such Sweet Sorrow, the season 2 finale of Disco and Spoilers Abound. As she's about to enter the turbo lift with Tilly to go down and sort out the dilithium, she turns around to Captain Pike and says, sir, as if, to apologise for the very rude thing she said earlier that he did not approve of. But however, we have Flustered, Jett, Reno, super rare, Sci Med Engineering. This is the week of a few little medical engineering proving that, yes, that is no longer an elusive skill set, but also we have some super rares to cover that skill set as well.
I'd say I really like the episode. I like the art; it's good. And she's a nice sort of like little counterpart to Medic Jett Reno, who is everyone's loving darling. But she's a bit of a luxury pick because she has kind of the unfortunate distinction of having a psi primary base, which, for those of you who want to know, she is the number 20 Discovery psi base, which means that if you had, I don't know, what's like 5 waves, if every single seat in a disco faction had a psi component, you might use her if you had all of those crew.
Is that good?
I mean, to be fair, this would save you from having to use someone garbage like a 2 out of 5 fungal entity May, if you want to think about it in that respect.
That's fair.
Well, the argument is always you're not going to have all the 20 crew, which, no, but even the golds at 1-5 can probably cover that satisfactorily. So the question is, do you want to spend merits and eat the crew slot for help that you could probably get, maybe lying around on your roster already? So that being said, we also don't know if we'll even get another Discovery Mega. And if we haven't, I think Jett Reno's only had that one event to date. So you're kind of relying on traits after that.
Yeah,
she does have those 2 collect.
Yeah, in terms of the trait, she doesn't have a lesser amount in terms of, like, she hasn't got the fun ones like Brat or Scoundrel or Maverick or whatever, but she does have Jury Rigger and Veteran, which are... Jury Rigger is like a sort of like a mid-level difficulty now. It's not quite Holodeck Enthusiast, but it's not Physician. And then, like, Veteran is, again, like, a bit harder than Physician, but again, it's still pretty easy if you just finish off your 4-star crew. If we ever get expansions for those, then she would be quite useful, but I don't know, given how they've been slowly filtering out these collection updates, I would put money on like seeing new collections for a little while and then maybe expansions after that, but hard to tell.
When are we getting a Brat Mega? When is the Rascals era crew coming? Are we going to get Juvenile Picard at some point? I really want to see
He's
it.
my number 1 dad.
If they could do a Rascals Mega with that.
Now.
And I think someone, maybe this was the misogyny of the 60s, but someone did write in a while back asking about Elan of Troyes, which, as I recall, and I haven't seen that episode in a while, I think Kirk takes it upon himself to teach this princess how to behave herself. So if you wanted to do another Brat,
spin on Taming of the Shrew, right?
He does indeed offer to spank her in the episode. I did watch that one fairly recently. It's not good.
Some people have to pay for that.
They can put that in italics under her name. Elan of Troyes, spanked by Captain Kirk.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. So a good theme
What
this
about
week.
the rest of the pack?
What about the
Yeah,
rest
there
of
we
the pack? I was just Jesus Christ, literally segueing in there, and you jumped down my throat. Okay, yes,
go.
the rest of the.
Honor.
Oh, I don't even need the. I'll just cue you every time. I'll just get a little sort of
Yeah, there
control
you
to
go.
shock you in
I'll be
the. In the
quicker on the draw. Yeah, I'll be quicker on the draw.
Hold on, you must have a little replica batleth somewhere, Stars.
Oh, you wish. I have this little gentleman.
I thought you were going to say I've got a full size Batleth.
Oh, now I have
Yes,
to
no
look
time
on
for
Etsy and
half
see if I
measures.
get. I have to get like a 3D printed one and hope it doesn't get impounded at customs.
This week in the Tuesday pack, there is a bit of a theme. Is Friends for a Day, where we have RAF Bashir, RAF O'Brien. We have Tilly and Flustered, Jett, Reno from the episode, Paris and Obrist from the Year of Hell. And it's a different theme from what they've gone to from before.
Yeah, I like it. I think there were a few questions about why are Reno and Tilly together, and if I recall correctly, it's because of the exact scene pose where they take Reno's art from. She's standing right next to Tilly in the turbo lift. So
Yeah,
I guess
it's
they
not
lifted it from
this Tilly. It's not Cadet Tilly. It is in fact Innocent Tilly. We don't have that card yet, so they may do. You know, yeah, you do what you can.
Yeah, actually, my question about it is if it's Friends for a Day, why is it Bashir and O'Brien? Because that's friends forever, you know?
It's BFFs. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if they wanted to go full fledged on this theme, then maybe they should have had it be what is it, Armageddon game where Bashir and O'Brien they finally decided to become
That's
friends
true,
because
yeah.
O'Brien at first he absolutely hates Bashir.
I would say I was. Go on.
Still RS in chat says, I've had to travel with a batleth. It's a challenge. So we are going to hear about that next week. And if you are brave enough to
yes.
bring any pictures along, I'm
Oh,
picturing
please
Stellar
do.
Ice now in full Klingon wedding garb, you know, and she's
I'd love
holding the
that. That'd
batleth.
be great. I'm sure she owns a replica. Probably the one owned that was worn by Terry Barrell. Let's be real.
So my one thing about this pack, like you say, you know, they're not exactly friends for a date. Bashir O'Brien, constant good friends. Tilly and Reno, actually friends for, well, if not friends, then, you know, well-working colleagues. Obrist and Paris, are they talking outside of Voyager? Is he sending messages going, "Miss you, bud"?
He's my pen
Every
pal.
day he's just texting back going, "Meet up soon? Transwarp over."
Nobody could calculate an incursion like you.
Someone's got best material today.
I tell you what, let's move on before
Oh,
someone
please.
follows up on that. Huh?
Oh.
Speaking of
that is my next chat blind. I swear there's no one calculates an incursion just like you. This week's LTOs. We have got some slightly looser themes. Well, this theme is quite obvious. Delta Flyer Paris, obviously linked to our Paris of the week. We also have a Romulan Picard we will get to in a moment. Delta Flyer Paris, formerly the only command engineering medical crew in his in the arsenal of Timeline's crew, but now we have Mountain Climber Mayweather. However, he is still an holodeck enthusiast. He is wearing that snazzy Delta Flyer crew outfit. Is he worth the $10, £10, $9.99, however is much you pay in your region? Is he worth it to grab
I
today?
think you should speak to the former honor suicide winner Stars on that one.
I was the winner there. I was quite happy about that. I think Idle, you asked me about this, right? I think you were interested in him or someone.
I was curious.
And my answer is sort of the same. If he's in the portal, he has been for quite some time. His event has been rerun, I'm pretty sure. And the thing is his stats are archaic now. He's like Voyage 280. His bases are not great. But as Auto mentioned previously, they're still pretty much tops for some Paris variants, and he does get a lot of faction work. And he does have the pretty rarefied holodeck enthusiast collection. So, if you have him 4 out of 5 and you want to finish him, I can absolutely see wanting to put a pin in him and just get him done. If you have him at 3 out of 5, that's usually about the point where cards start to become really good, so sure. But if it's like star 2 or 3, those are always the most painful, and I can't recommend putting out money for that star level on this old of a card. Especially because, I don't know, if we do get an honor sale soon, and he ends up dropping, you'll feel a little bit silly that you dropped $10.99 or whatever on this, when you could have just gotten it for free in an honor thing down the road. But to be fair, that those honor sales could be a complete fluke, and we'd go another 5 years, and we all sit on a mountain of 1 million honor, and it never happens.
I think they got the
Captain Beverly, come on down.
I think once they got the ball rolling, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. I think everyone and their mother is saving some kind of honor for the next sale. So that's going to be a banned word on the stream, by the way. Yeah, and as pointed out in chat, the offer is no longer up. So the week before it was up 24 hours extra.
Yeah.
The week before it wasn't. The week before that it was. So I don't know which monkeys are
We
pushing
like
the
to keep you on your toes so that you don't have less chances to
Yeah.
pay us money.
Yeah. And mess up our show by going, look at this crew, you can't buy them, but let's talk about them anyway because they were featured.
Did you buy them? You made a bad decision.
And next on the Screw You list is Romulan Picard. And for anyone wondering, what? Okay, you could loosely say that, okay, he is a friend of Data, but as pointed out, he is also an undercover operative, as was Seska. Is
Friend
that
of
right?
Data, is that like being a friend of Dorothy?
Well, you know, if you are into non-sentient life forms, then go for it.
No, Romulan Picard is an anagram for the big goodbye. That's why it's on offer this week.
I'm not going to check that. I'm just
Genuinely
going to take
think
your
about
word
that
for
for
it.
a moment. How dare you? You actually made me think that was legit.
So, hey, I'm an average Timelines citizen. I have thought, this is a good idea. I've bought some Romulan Picard. It's now sitting in my kitchen waiting to be cooked. Am I going to make a good meal out of him?
Hope you like soup.
What are you doing?
Well,
Why are you doing these things?
You know, I find it so fitting that as we stumble through possibly the worst show we've ever done, we have a highlight reel coming up in a minute of our best of. So,
this is
if you
not the
guys
worst.
wanna
This
stick
is not
around
the
this
worst
long.
shows. No, this is, as someone that has gone through all our episodes recently, this is not the worst show.
oh yeah, I know. No, I was trying to find clips for this, and I went back to the first episode. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God.
that was
I
rough.
put it on 2x speed, and I just went right through it.
You were funny here and nowhere else.
Yeah, yeah. You made two
Well, you know
jokes
what?
in
I
a
haven't
3
said
hour
my
stream.
catchphrase yet either, so this one is a wash.
I know. I've been waiting all day. I'm just like, I'm
Yeah, I
watching
know.
like,
I've
say
been
it,
watching
say
what
it.
I've been saying. I've been watching it.
I mean, the
Well,
fact of the matter is,
The fact of the matter is that
There we go. Romulan Picard is one of those command dipset crew or whatever variation he is. I don't, where he's all right. Like he has, I think number 4 dipset gauntlet pair, which if you don't have Locutus will get you out of a bit of trouble. He has the Romulan collection if you somehow haven't finished that with just 4-star crew, and he is a Picard for whatever that's worth. But as we get further and further away from Picard season 1 without Omega, and Picard events sort of go at a 1 or 2 a year pace, I do have to question: do you really want to put like how much money it is down for 1 star of a mediocre command? Like you would get roughly the same bang for your buck out of, say, Musketeer Picard or Augment Picard or Picard or Picard, because he has a lot of very meh.
Can't wait for that.
They can't all be. Yeah, I can't wait for Picard. Or can we get?
that'll make the
Can we
year
get
recap show for sure.
I want Runabout Picard where he's just doing where he has that face like, and he's got the
Moving.
tea and he's like
Moving slowly from topic to
so that
topic.
no one had a chance to
really
interrupt.
quite hypnotic.
I would love that. That'd be a great Picard variant. He could be a 1-star and I still want him just for the memes.
What's that episode in season 1 or 2 where it's the Dixon Hill episode where he's got to run back to the bridge to communicate with this like insect species.
Oh god.
And he's
Yeah.
practicing in his ready room with Troy, and it's like, and he's like, got to
I think that
memorize
is the
this.
big goodbye, isn't it?
No,
Isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, that's the big.
Well, that
goodbye.
shows how well he
Yeah,
prepared for this.
because they're trapped in the holodeck while these diplomatic relations are just sort of sitting around waiting to be had.
So he's another big goodbye adjacent card. Is what you're saying.
Ah.
That's a half a
Ah, I
reward right
see.
there.
Everyone's adjacent
Yeah.
these days. Isn't that the episode where they sort of Riker tries to hail them and they're just like black and he's like, "No, fuck you," and they're like,
Yeah,
"No."
yeah. They'll only talk to the man in charge.
And they basically
I
set him.
got this image of like Riker opening alien frequencies, and he opens his mouth, and the other guy's like, "Fuck you!"
He hadn't grown the beard yet at that point, so he didn't have the power and authority
Oh,
to speak
he's
for the
such a
NFA.
baby face.
I was
do
just about,
love-
yeah, just
love
about to say.
By the
Riker,
way,
he's such a baby face.
minor spoilers for Lower Decks, but that happened because I'm trying to catch up with my wife for watching it, and at some point, two people are on comm, and one of them goes, "No, fuck you." I'm like, "Thank you. How many years of Star Trek have we had?" And no one just went, "Fuck you," and hung up the call. So anyway,
Watch
So anyway,
Lomax is
Romulan
great.
Picard. Yeah.
I think we're in that kind of
If,
mood
if,
today.
if you have him 4 out of 5, finish him. If not, screw it. It's your life.
He's one of those aggressively average cards. I mean, he's in that kind of Kolinar Spock kind of no man's land where it's like you're not going to
Kolinar
use.
Spock is better than this guy. Kolinar Spock at least has like Vulcan and is like relatively uncommon dip base. This guy is just sitting here with his soup like, boy, I sure hope someone picks me in a hold eventually.
Just describe one of your friends to me. Oh yeah, Jim. Yeah, he's aggressively average.
he's just sitting there innocently doing nothing.
How dare you, that bastard!
For fans of the Timelines Talks drinking game, this is WRG Ben's favorite card as well. I think he designed it from the ground up.
Oh.
So
I thought we weren't going to kiss his ass this week.
sorry, Ben, your card sucks, dude.
Ben, we love you.
We do.
Put better Picards in the game. Love yourself. Put in 4-star dusting down the plaque Picard. I'd be happy with that.
Oh, you're ready.
Times of Command, where he's like he's hung up on the Shellyak and everyone's looking at him waiting for him to turn the thing on. He's just like that one I wouldn't mind. You're gonna put him in a pack anyway.
All right. Okay. We've run out of things to talk about. No, we haven't. Because you want to talk... No, you've talked about your honor suicide stuff. Here's the thing, right? So I say to you guys, this week we need to cut it a bit short because we've got something special coming up. And you guys have run 10 minutes under.
Oh no! At the end of every topic, there's like this 3 seconds of awkward silence where like, are we gonna go on a tangent? Are we gonna try to cut it off?
Are we going to do the thing?
Oh, God, I'm going to have to host. God, someone save me. Let's do a beholder meeting. While we're...
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I would have thought you
All
guys
right,
would
you
have
ready?
talked more about Carlos Data.
Playmates tricorder drink.
Oh, hang on.
It's a high quality tricorder, honestly.
10 points to Robert Kaiser in chat, who says this has been an aggressively average show today. You are correct.
I'll take it.
This,
I'll take
yes,
it
this
over
has an
bad.
aggressive average. I'm going to skip this behold because it's 0 stars on Warship EMA, 0 stars on Bashir, and 5 stars on the Bashirs. So I think that's an easy one. So let's skip to the next one, which is... this is better. 0 stars on Smitten Picard, 1 star on Cortar, or 0 stars on Mumbo Picard. Are you going to take that 2nd star on Cortar, or are you going to start yourself a fresh Mumbo Italiano?
Italiano. Hey, Mambo. Mambo Italiano.
Combo in my life.
Tell me why I shouldn't take that 2nd star. Convince me to think I'm low on crew slots. Cortar, he's my man.
I'd rather advise that you just airlock that Cortar that you took in a mistake before.
Well, because
It's
Mambo
What
Picard
an
has.
aggressively average Klingon gonna do for you
Yeah.
at this point? Sorry, Big.
I'm
I
glad
stole
I
your
pointed.
thunder there. I
I'm
should
glad-
I
I'm
should be
glad.
giving you like deference. You're the guest.
That's true.
Oh,
Just
no,
shout
no,
out
no,
for
no.
him. Make sure he never comes back on the show.
No, well, because with Mambo Picard, you get some gauntlet usage at 1 out of 5 on top of any other benefits that he would have, which are considerable. He still is pretty high voyage ranked card, and we've talked derisively about Picard events up until now, but they do still exist. They do still happen, and he would be an event player for you if you were to get him at higher stars. So I think the 1 star of Mambo Picard is going to way outweigh any usage you'd get out of 2 stars of Cortar.
Technically speaking, you also already have Cortar's gauntlet potential, so I don't think you need another star for that.
He has
Yeah.
gauntlet potential.
Technically.
He has
So
skills.
does Grebnerd Log, technically.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's spin it. Give us a sign, stars.
Oh, sorry. I didn't expect that one to be quite so easy. Professionalism.
Okay. 3 stars on Revolutionary Damar. No
That's going in
stars.
the supercut.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, every time I stumble over words. 0 stars on First Officer Chekhov. And 0 stars on Augment O'Brien. Augment Commander O'Brien, no less.
That's kind of tough.
Mm.
Well, we're gonna vaporize Chekhov right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
No, we're going to check them off the list.
Ah.
Don't think I forgot the best dad joke in the history of the show.
Oh, so good.
All right, question. Is
Right.
it worth taking your first star on NSEC Gauntleteer, Timelines Originals, O'Brien, over getting a little bit closer to finishing one of, if not the best character in DS9, Damar?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Damn it! I had such a strong argument!
Next question.
Crap hard though, man. I mean,
Damn it!
what's that card gonna
Handle the
do
truth.
except go in the freezer when you finish him?
There will be a Cardassian event, maybe, sometime.
As Skycap
hope.
says, it's rough
if they-
taking a skillet or a 2 skiller to Gauntlet. So,
Yeah, but he's
oh,
one of
That's a
the least
compelling
painful
argument.
2 skill to take.
sorry, Big. Say that again.
Yeah.
You broke up there.
Yeah, I had that. No, I saw the hiccup on the screen. So, no, he's one of the least painful 2 skill golds to take, I would say, because NSEC is one of those cards that you don't really realize how dire the gauntlet pairings are until you really look at them, because the good cards that have some engineering and security along with them don't really have it in that same kind of power that O'Brien has.
In fact, you know what? You should take Augment Commander O'Brien, and you should send DC Pilot, our beloved guest, a message telling him, "Hey, did you know that Augment Commander O'Brien is a saboteur?" And I'm sure he'll appreciate the information.
He may be number 2 faction award winner, but he's number 1 saboteur enthusiast, definitely.
Signed, sincerely, Fake Fan.
It's a fake. It's a fake. Okay, next, last one, and we will carry on. Oh, hang on. Oh no, this is interesting. Okay, so 0
no.
stars on Lieutenant Jeji Palmer, 0 stars on Maras, I think, and 2 stars on Dahar Master. I get my green women confused. Apologies. And 2 stars on Dahar Master Kang.
You're right. This is interesting.
This is interesting.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next week right here.
And we're out. Roll
No,
film.
take Kang.
Gang.
Call it a day.
All right, hold on. So
Why does
we
no one want
got-
Palmer?
yeah,
I
you
will
have a
die
little
on
bit
this
better.
hill. She was an astronaut.
You can die on that hill all you like. You'll get buried along with everyone else.
Weird hill to die on, but at least you'll be dead.
Wow.
Kind of felt like a monkey clap.
Remember when I started this show and I said, I'm very thankful for you guys for joining me here, for joining me on this journey, and now you're just like, nah, fucking die.
It's even more true now. Actually, I realized the other day, do you guys remember, it was like 8 years ago, they asked us what crew we want, the Player's Choice crew, and I guess the majority voted for Homesteader Janeway. Another crew on this list was Maros for
No.
Femme Fatale's pack. Oh, no,
Dinesh.
Dinesh.
It was Dinesh.
Is this Dinesh or is this Mars?
This is Mars.
That's racist.
See,
Keep
there you
your
go.
voice
You see,
they're
I'm not the only
racist.
one.
Damn it.
Hold on. I'm going to finish this point. Let's pretend this was Dinesh. Now, if people had voted for Dinesh, which is a steaming pile of dip ends somewhere in the middle of the ranks, would they have put that crew 3 copies in temporary achievements? And if so, rate your excitement level on a 1 to 10.
I think people would have rioted. They would have been like, this, really?
I could only hope
Yeah, I
that
think-
they had the skill set for Janeway and just transferred that to whoever won.
Oh God, I hope.
So somewhere
Can I
there's a
also point out
2-skilled
that if you
dip
look at
end
the art on
Janeway.
these, if you look at the art here, it looks like Kang is about to cop a feel.
It's like, no one will notice if I'm wielding my bat'leth. Palmer's like, keep
We
smiling.
really need Prime Lines talks. It's gonna. Just
Oh
about...
yeah, we
God,
need some.
God.
And on that note,
You guys ever see that chart of it's like the Internet Movie Database, IMDb or whatever? They have a rating of all these shows. Have you guys ever seen the chart for Game of Thrones, where
No.
they have the user ratings by season,
okay,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah.
season 7 like
Oh.
falls off a cliff because everyone hated the ending. There's like one episode in there that's like way lower than the rest. That's this episode, and then next week with Prime Lines talks, it's gonna jump back up to our season average. You know.
listen, you guys are just under stress because I've said you've got to cut it down tonight. We've got a special on.
Yeah, we're all just like.
This is hey, when you try to put a bit in the horse's mouth, this is what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think on that note, we are very privileged to everyone, despite the queues, despite all our fun we have on the show. I'm very thankful for the guys for joining me for starting this adventure. I know it started with me saying, I'm going to start streaming on a Tuesday. And then Auto said, I've always wanted to do a podcast. So let's, we started doing it that way. But we're going to play you a little video. And this is the last 6 months, some of the best bits we've had over the last term. For this week, we will see you next week. But please enjoy this next video because it is, honest to God, I've been spending the last 2 days editing this, and although I've seen these clips 100 times, they never make me not smile. And I'm just so thankful that I've had these moments with you guys, and it just makes me happy. So, everyone, bear with me 5 seconds while I get the video queued up. But thank you very much for joining us on this.
You just roll. I love honor.
I demand honor.
Oh well, hang on. There we go.
I love honor. I demand honor.
We will see you next week, but
Just
please
that way,
enjoy this next clip.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
I don't just stay here. He's dreaming.
Hello, and welcome. Oh, hang on. That one. No, not that one. That one. Why is there a big S in the screen? Oh, where have I gone? Okay, I am the voice of Skype now, apparently. Where has my stream gone? Oh, no. What has happened? Why has this happened? Hang on. Let me just try. Hang on. That one, then that one. No. Okay, apparently I am a big disembodied S now. Hello, DB strikes again. Yes, thank you, Twitch. Oh, I don't know why that's happening. Hang on, let me open Skype. Where's the call? Go to call. Does that work? Aha! Now I am tiny. Let me make myself bigger. Yes! We are here.
On the air, live technical assistance.
Seamless. No one noticed. Right, guys, I'm going to start the stream now. Are you ready? Okay?
If I'm looking at a two-skiller, don't make me think Dr. Soon. You know, don't make me think, oh, well, I can get a Dr. Soon with slightly better stats. Like, anyone can do that. It's a case of, you need to make them unique. and there is nothing unique about
That is a
Burn.
burn. That's a burn.
What did Sung ever do to you, man?
Exist?
There's a song that they would sing as a lullaby. Yajakeo. He says it's a war song.
No, come on!
Fire streaks the heavens, and he's getting everyone all amped up, and they start singing as a group.
Just
And
very quickly, and I can't imagine this will be a very long part of the conversation, but what do we know about
you'd be so
Tuskegee?
wrong.
what do we know about?
A little guessing game for the viewers at home. If you know how long it's been since the last 3-skill Sexai crew has been added to the game. Wrong, it was 8 months ago and 3 days. Commander Ari Bin Bem, which, by the way, I watched his episode. That was my first animated series episode. So
How was it?
Yeah.
I stopped halfway through.
Crikey, one day is going to be sat on Viridian 3, cracked in two, because Riker, instead of just firing phasers at a 20-year-old bird of prey, decides, no, I need to trigger their cloaking device with a ridiculous MacGuffin. Data, do that. Worf, don't fire. And it's just ridiculous, but you know what?
Are you okay, Stars? You need to talk to someone, maybe?
Riker's so dumb! So dumb!
Again, watch it. The Klingon says, you see how he hides behind his female? It is also written that the father of the Kuvamach will be an honorable warrior. Would an honorable warrior refuse a challenge? Paris says, I haven't refused any challenge. I haven't made one. So, Tigreth, this belligerent Klingon, challenges Paris to battle to the death. So they bring in the Klingons, and Janeway is to play referee. She goes, there will be no death matches aboard my ship. So they agree to use blunted batleths. Oh, just wait. Hey, if we talk about a Gowron variant, I'll do the crazy eyes.
I think we're going to... Oh, I can't wait. Our very special guest from Wicked Realm Games, the QA manager. Welcome to Ben. I mean, you guys will go off and set up Wicked Realms, Wicked Game. I can't say it. Wicked Realms.
Wicked Realm Games.
Realm.
That's the one thing. Wicked Realm Games. There we go. So
These last few weeks, I've been decried. I have been shouted down when I said Wicked Realm Games. I God, I did it too. Watches this show. So now that we have proof, I'm going to first renew my request for a hot tub Chakotay. And secondly, I have a list of crew that I think are absolutely essential to the continued growth of Star Trek timelines. They are, in no particular order, Speedo Picard from his Vacation to Rising, Salamander Paris from the Emmy Award-winning Voyager episode Threshold, Mudbath walks on the Troy, Ella Moraine skipping Cisco, every single Clint Howard character, heavy on the Tranya, please, Bubblegum Send, baseball card collecting Kivas Fajo, and of course, regular Kivas Fajo. Regular Kivas Fajo. Regular Kivas Fajo.
And now, the conclusion.
Would you rather be attacked by a dozen Tribble-sized Targs or a Targ-sized Tribble?
start with
I think I thought
stuff.
of this question more than every other one. A Targ-sized Tribble sounds terrifying. I think a Tribble-sized Targ you can kind of manage with. Yeah.
They're more like teacup pigs at that stage, whereas like you never see a Tribble's mouth, and it's like I imagine because it has to eat, right?
It's
So
all
Nightmare
but
fuel.
when it's Targ sized, I imagine that mouth must be terrifying. It must be some kind of eldritch horror.
all the
Oh,
hair
I
and
think
teeth.
Starfish, like the starfish mouth.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Ben, for joining us, and I mean this sincerely, and I said to you beforehand, before we ran the show, thank you very much for approaching us, and also not just ourselves running the stream, but also everyone in the community. Thank you for coming out and actually having a chat with us.
Last time on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Special guest from Wicked Realm Games, the QA manager. Welcome to Ben.
I do have one more thing, actually. I'm going to try to send you this over chat.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's obscene, Ben. Why did you send that to us? Get it off the screen.
We were genuinely not expecting this, right? So I have to try and bring this up on stream live. And he's a sod because it's a black background, so I'm going to have to find... How the hell am I going to do this? So a black on black background's not going to show up, so we need a small break while I need to find something to... Yeah, we have no idea either.
I bet he's enjoying this, and you know
Oh,
what?
I bet he is. Hang on.
Enjoy it too.
Who's rescuing us from the ground?
Right, stump me, right.
This is the greatest thing to happen in the history of the game, and we're the only 3 witnesses to it.
Mr. Worf. Fire.
And now, the conclusion.
It seems like they're happy to keep on they're happy to keep on populating dip bases with stronger and stronger bases, but they don't really want to close that gap just yet. So I think one of our esteemed colleagues, Big Large McHuge, oh no, I can't even get his name right. What am I doing here?
Big, McLarge, huge.
There you go.
Our colleague Big Large, who's it? I'm terrible at
you did
talking
it
tonight.
too.
What is
You did
me?
Big, Mick,
Large, huge. There we go. Big, large, what you? That guy, our colleague, who I can't pronounce because his name escapes me, says Solar Sails Cisco also. And Big Large McHuge, I think, had a little bit input in the end there as well.
Big, Mick, Large, huge.
Hey, listen, and we are joined, as always, by Automaton 2000. We have Stars and Garters, and for the first time, properly on the stream, like we always wanted, Big, Muck, Large, Huge. Welcome, guys.
Oh, man.
Get his name right.
Yeah, you're a fucking nerd. Let's get back to talking about this Star Trek game.
Our crew of the week. This week we are going to be talking about... oh, no, hang on. No. It's Grandpa Simpson. I'm not too keen on his traits. Old, grumpy, shouts at clouds. It's not event.
You know, he's got a really high build cost because that Bumblebee coin is like a gold, and you have to get it on every single level. It's really annoying.
Now, we had Ralph Wiggum last week, and a lot of the traits do overlap. So if you have him, you may not want to put out the chronotons needed for Graham Simpson. But like Paul says in chat, he's main cast at least. So you're going to get a few appearances per season. His dip base is quite low. I think the senile trait really inhibits that. But, you know, the competition should be low. So if you want a copy of Grandpa Simpson, I say go for it.
We've got 10, which is actually an unexpected bit of relief for those of us have a little bit of it's a little bit of a squeeze.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. You might have to mute my black out my camera for that bit.
For those listening, I won't describe what Stars just did. It involves relief.
Wow, that makes it sound way worse. Thank you.
You know.
Why not go for LaRouque? Excite the crew you love.
That's not where I was going with that.
Oh, you've convinced me. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So, you know, I know, like, Auto keeps on stumping for, like, when I went on that 5-minute rant about how he's got the wrong art. Can we not talk for a moment about how when a Data comes in to do the poker game with him and he basically takes the shirts off their backs, he spanks them so hard. But there's that bit where, like, he speaks a bit of French. No, seriously, because he walks out with, like, I think he's got one of their vests on because he's gotten all their money.
Yeah,
it's
just your choice of imagery for that scene is provocative.
There's nothing more erotic than Frederick LaRouque. It's the fact that when...
Is that no Ophidian in your pants, or are you happy to
All right. Calm down. It's that when I can't remember who says the French line first, but it's like Frederick LaRouque, where he gets his famed linguist trait from. He says, "Oh, you speak a Francais," and he goes like a really bit of bad French, and then Brent Spiner has this while he does a bit of French right back. And, like, that's all I can think of when I think of Frederick LaRouque.
10 months ago, the crew of Voyager was pulled into the Delta Quadrant by an entity known as the Caretaker.
A, the caregiver trait, or B, maybe Semed, but no, not during my caregiver mega.
When he died, Voyager's best chance of getting
Medical or engineering or maybe some science
died with him. But he revealed one hopeful possibility.
There is another like me. She left hundreds of years ago, but she's out there somewhere.
story crafted super being of incredible power and formlessness who was on the showrunner's minds at the very outset of the series. Now, what is absolutely baffling in all this, what really grinds my gears.
Okay, we're going to have to cut Auto off there as we're running late for time. So I think the art's lovely. I think it's really kind of evocative of the character. And it's interesting they've used children for the first time in a show. You know, you don't often see that. I think it might be. I might quite happy have 4 of. Oh, should we see where Auto's got to? Let's just check. Hang on. Should we unmute Auto? Here we go.
Established by the people for the people. Now, it is a constitutional right that we should not have to suffer through this any longer. That's why I'm asking everyone listening, please go to that website, sign the petition that I just talked about, and together we can effect some real change for the game. Thank you.
So what you're saying is I should cite her?
Yeah.
Like, but the fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, and the simple fact of the matter is, I think the fact of the matter is, Pike is whoever.
And the fact of the matter is, like, what did you say? Now that I've been pointed out, I can't avoid seeing it. But the fact of the matter is, I love Stamets.
But the simple fact of the matter is, like, for that skill set,
the fact of the matter is, we've been getting so. The fact of the matter is, you're probably.
But the simple fact of the matter is a case of like. And the fact of the matter is, like, the fact of the matter is you have. But the fact of the matter is. The fact of the matter is it's more used. But the fact of the matter is a case of.
But the fact of the matter is. Oh god, I do say that all the time, don't I? Even if you hold.
And one of the lines, you know, it's a very cheesy, sort of very late 80s medical procedures like, I can't stop the heterocyclic degradation. We need a biological physiologist in here.
I'm sorry, but that actor is amazing.
This guy knew going in he was going to have 8 lines, and his agent is like, look, man, you have this many lines. You better make everyone, this man is going to die. And it's quite on his face.
It's quite funny because we go from, we need a molecular physiologist in here, and then it flicks to the Packlids who go, make us strong, and then it goes back to capillary integrity too unstable to make an insect.
Yeah, they were cutting like every other line
from last week.
You mean the honor?
The
suicide pact? Honor! I demand honor!
Yes, that
suicide pact. I swear we had this queued up, folks.
We did.
All right.
And what queued up? What this?
I love honor! I demand honor!
I'm abusing that too much tonight.
There, would you, you know, you're probably not going to cite him up just for that reason, but you think he gets used if he gets fused?
I love
that's
that.
a hell of a
That's
tagline.
Nice, brilliant.
Where were you in the pre-show?
As I said,
I like to think and pontificate and philosophize, but building stuff, fuck that.
Have you seen their starships? It's a long thing with a circle around. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. What sense does that make? What would a Vulcan ship separation look like? Would it be like? Would it just like?
Well, it's actually funny you mentioned she would have been the only Bajoran with side. Actually incorrect. Prophet Sarah Sisko.
I'm sorry, I meant number 1.
Yeah. She would have been the new number 1, but yeah, because she doesn't have that trait, that's kind of why I'm a bit down on her event future, just because.
Shut up, Otto, you moron!
Okay, right. Anyway, let's move. Okay, go on.
Before we move on from Solok, so in the context of the episode, I'm sure everyone's seen it because it's a really iconic episode. So Solok, who is this like respected veteran Vulcan captain, he's worked his way up through the ranks from the academy. He's like equivalent to Sisko. He's gotten the Christopher Pike Medal of Valor, and he has enough time during the middle of the Dominion War to write baseball programs for his Vulcan crew, who I imagine he had to sell on. Like, how did he sell that to his Vulcan crew? I really want to rub this human's nose in it. Isn't that really emotional, sir? Yes, but
it
actually
is
it's logical,
calisthenics.
you see.
Wait, so what if he already had a baseball holo program template on his ship, and he just did a few short modifications to it?
Are you saying that all of his like crew we just like walked in on him doing that and we're like, sure, we'll join in. We're Vulcans, we love baseball.
Don't look!
You never know.
What are you doing? Not writing baseball programs.
Porn. Making all porn.
Less embarrassing for a Vulcan. I have to say, on the matter of the art, do you not love that Janeway's ability to like put her hands on her hips survived even through a simulation?
Oh, absolutely. She's there in the cubicle like that. She's like, just standing there and then just reassimilate. She's just like, coffee. Resistance is futile. No, coffee. Coffee, then I'll assimilate. We're going to play a little game called Good Deal, Bad Deal. Thank you, Auto, for providing these images, scouring the depths of the darkness that is the deals page on the wiki.
I've seen things, man, you wouldn't believe.
350 dilithium for ships. For Common or Plus.
Common Plus. No, that's premium, man.
Well, if you've got a 5-star ship, there is no reason to pay for schematics ever.
Ding, ding, ding. That's correct.
That is the correct answer. Okay, moving on. The House of Quark. Chance of limited time crew. Limited time Klingon
Best
Quark.
chance.
Yeah, Klingon Quark is about as nutritionally good for you as a stick of gum.
For $89.
Oh, not for that, no.
How many loaves of bread could you buy? For the
How many breads have you eaten?
How many sticks of Klingon Quark could you chew on for that?
No, not for normal people. Not for...
Cheap chronotons. Buy 100 for 400 dilithium. Buy 500 for 1,250 dilithium. Best discount ever.
No.
That's all we need on that one. That's all we need on that stuff. Well, not really.
No, 142.45. Okay, we're getting there.
The thing is, there's an argument for duping Sato, but not for duping Keiko, I don't think. It's not a sizable enough cap, in my opinion.
But this next one, bear in mind, I have Killy, I have Garth.
How have you gotten so many fucking golds? I went 40 packs without a gold today.
Because these are the golds.
You bastard.
These are explicitly the golds. You're spending honor for these, you dork.
And this week we have the very special return of the Wicked Realm Games QA manager, Ben. Welcome, Ben. Thank you very much for coming back to us.
I'm told that Ben has brought with him tonight a selection from his private villa in Southern California. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, I wish. But yes, I have. Here's my nice glass, nice detailed glass.
Oh.
And I got probably the greatest name of a beer.
That is brilliant.
Space Metal Dinosaur. So,
gotta look that up.
So I do have one quick thing that dash space dash dash dash.
Computer, establish a security code for access to all functions previously transferred to bridge.
Enter code.
Comma, comma, comma.
Enough fantasy booking.
Yeah, enough telling Ben how to do his job. I'm sure he can hold that enough.
Well, why did we invite him?
You gonna throw Chakotay in there somewhere? Or
no, he's still maxing and relaxing in the hot tub, waiting for Janeway to come back from scooping bat guano off the side of the cave, you know?
Vana, Dila, Natira, Elan, Rael, etc. I'm guessing they're all green women of some sort.
They are Kirk's conquest of the weakness. Like I know Elan of Troyes is.
I see.
I was going to say, are you just recanting a book from, like, you know, you summoning Cthulhu right now? Because that sounds very sort of of managing the forums. And you had a bit of a stint yourself managing the forums last week and posting announcements, didn't you? How did you find that?
Did. As soon as Shannon came back, I was like, wow, like that was rough. Yeah, and there were 3 threads there too that got a little spicy, and I was like, what do I do? Oh my god!
It's Paris, like Nick Lacano, then Lieutenant Marseille is the one you can piss everyone off with.
Doesn't he have like a douchey mustache?
Yeah, he's got a little thin tash. And Ben's like, "Are you fucking nerds?"
There's a lot of crew. Pick and choose. Not my top, but
great. But yeah. But did they answer the most important question about the Tholian prisoner?
Is this going to be a dad joke?
Yeah.
What question, Big?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tholian prisoner?
All right, Idle, you're up next for terrible jokes.
This stream. Anyway, moving on.
They get in the solo together and then they go a few decks down together, huh?
I thought it was Idle's. I thought it was Idle's turn for badge. Well, it is Pride Month, so.
And with that, off he goes. Bye bye, Chekhov. Never to be seen until a portal update.
Timelines talks after dark.
So we checked him off of the list.
Oh my god! Please. Please. Have we been going for like 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours,
have
6 minutes.
3 hours. Yeah.
I think let's shut it down before we get any more embarrassing.
Let's just do a. Let's just happen out.
We're done. We love the guys. We love all you guys that have come and supported us. Everyone from here on the rewatchers, from everyone that has put comments into us for what we do. It's been fantastic.
I've had a little bit to drink.
You said this was the drunk stream, no take back. Right. On that note, we are done.